Brother Fuller, you remember we was talking about the flag?
Yes,
Remember
sir.
that concept we was talking about? Could you explain that to the audience?
Oh, pledges of allegiance. That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
Is that the frame of reference you
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
discussing?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Someone asked me some years ago when there was a lot of controversy about so-called rebel flags and the American flag and this flag and that flag and whether flags should be pledged to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's caused a lot of people a lot of heartache. It's caused a lot of conflict between people. Just this business about flags and which flag to fly on which building and which flag to pledge allegiance to, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, compensatory logic, meaning making up for what's missing, is to try to, as best you can, think, speak, and act so that the result is something that points toward the production of justice. So thinking along those lines, when someone asks me what should be done about pledges of allegiance to flags, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and what do I think about the rebel flag, and what do I think about this flag and that flag, and whether or not it should be flown, and when, and where, and under what circumstances, and whether people should be angry about it or praise it. I said, well, you try to minimize conflict. You try to get along with people. So if flags are causing controversy and pledges to flags are causing controversy and getting children sometimes put out of school or something like that, what would be a reasonable universal pledge to a flag? So I thought I could come up with one in about a couple of weeks. This is what I told the person that asked me about it. But it took me actually about a year. It came to me in the middle of the night. So I called them that next day, and I said, well, try this one because I think this is a flag pledge that should work and should be constructive anywhere at any time in regards to any flag. So I call it the Compensatory Universal Flag Pledge. And it goes as follows. I do at all times relate to the flag the exact same way that the flag relates to me. Unquote. Now, I think
Wow.
that's a suitable pledge that will work anywhere, and I think that anybody that has a problem with that pledge would probably have a problem with themselves. Because, after all, it's an accurate pledge. It's a truthful pledge. Probably, I say, it's the best pledge that anybody can ever make to any flag. Because it is so pure. I mean, and it is short and to the point, and it covers everything that needs to be said when it comes to allegiances, quote unquote, to a flag, an inanimate object. Now, if a person has a question about it, and I'll repeat it again, I do at all times relate to the flag the exact same way that the flag relates to me. Now, anybody can take that pledge anywhere to any flag, and I don't think anybody can argue against it and make sense.